This week we're diving into Tamarindo, Costa Rica. If you've got beaches and sunshine on the brain and you've never been here, I really urge you to check it out. Or, if you've visited before but it's been a little while, you might be very surprised at what you find when you roll back into town. A visit to any of the many beach towns in the Guanacaste region of Costa Rica is very easy, as there is an international airport in Liberia, as well as a small regional airport in Tamarindo. Rent a car and hit the road. The coastline is back-to-back beaches, and not one is like the other. In this series of travel guides, we're doing a road trip along the coast, starting in Tamarindo, heading up to Conchal, Brazalito, Flamingo, Potrero, and finally Las Catalinas. Along the northern Pacific coast, we'll show you where you can walk from a super authentic fishing village to an upscale resort with a beach full of shells in just a few minutes. We'll drive to a parrot head heaven, take in a development that feels like somewhere in Europe, and highlights and activities that will be sure to make your trip something to treasure. So hit the subscribe button to come along for the adventure. This is Salt Travel Co., and we focus on making curated travel videos that will help you make the most out of your trip. We spend time in every place, researching and experiencing everything we recommend so that you can choose what's right for you. We've got salty tips and travel advice for a well-seasoned trip. After all, life without travel is like food without salt. I hope you'll check out our other episodes as well. I'm Danielle, this is Yahaira, who is my fiance's sister, and we're traveling in my semi-converted van with a pack of dogs. Welcome to Tamarindo. Let's cruise around the town. The main streets of Tamarindo have a mixture of upscale boutiques, local eateries, chic cafes and ice cream shops, beach clubs, and a skate park. Souvenirs, markets, spas, and even a casino. And lots of surf shops. Creative entrepreneurs have flocked to Tamarindo, resulting in shops with homemade jewelry, bikinis, unique decor, and trendy fashions. When people say there is something for everyone, it is doubly true for Tamarindo. In a little bit, we'll dive deeper into some history about Tamarindo and a quick discussion for those thinking of moving here. But for now, let's get something to eat. When we talk about food, there are endless tempting places to eat here. Tamarindo is a gastronomic hotspot. Take a stroll up one of the many unsuspecting roads and you're sure to find something delicious. The longer you stay, the more little treasures you will find. A quick disclaimer, there is no way we could include all of the incredible places to eat in Tamarindo, and that's part of the fun. One of my favorite places to eat in all of Costa Rica is at Little Lucha Taqueria. I'm from San Diego, so I know my tacos. I'm telling you, I will drive all the way to Tamarindo just to visit this fun little hole in the wall. I've tried all the tacos and they're all amazing, but my favorites are the ensenada fish taco, the cochinita, the carnitas, the picadillo, bueno, okay, so all of them. No, it's packed on Taco Tuesday. On the southern end of town, if you're looking for some variety, check out the Jardin de Tamarindo food truck park for an international food truck scene. This place is really fun with picnic-style tables, under string lights and macrame hanging plants. Live music plus activities for kids and grown-ups alike. At Tamarindo Park, which is a bunch of different food trucks So it's fun if you're with a group of people and everybody wants something different. We were kind of hoping there was more like things to just sample, but it looks like every place offers a really big portion, so we ordered a couple of arepas. And maybe we'll come back another night and try something else, but it all looks really good. And it's a fun, lively environment, so it's a fun place to stop if you're in Tamarindo. Another collection of food kiosks and a cute sailboat bar is at El Mercadito. Hanging vines and lush plants give this upscale collection of restaurants a very tropical vibe. The beachside restaurants are a must-stop for breakfast, lunch, and later join the locals for sundowners. Sunset, that magical time of day, really brings everybody out of town and down to the beach. Some of the most beautiful sunsets in the world can be seen, so come on down for a front row seat at this incredible natural show. We love El Chiringuito, a gorgeous spot to eat, drink, and watch the sunset with your toes in the sand. There are dozens of other beachside restaurants, and lots of great ones at that, but this one is not to be missed. The fun and festive shrimp hole goes from cozy diner to social gathering place after the sun goes down. With great food and a great beer menu, stop in and make some friends and get the lowdown on what's going on in town that night. When you're ready for a night out, there are tons of options. Tamarindo has a weekly calendar of ladies' nights, live music, open mic nights, karaoke, so there's always something going on. Tonight was ladies' night at Pacifico, which is my old stomping grounds from back in the day. It was still early, but there was a lively crowd and a really fun musical group. I just had a beach massage and it was, this is the soundtrack and the setting. It was wonderful. I highly recommend it. You can just walk up and down the beach and find. Really funny story though. So I'm getting my beach massage. I lay down. You're like wearing your bathing suit or whatever you have on. And they like very lovingly, very carefully are brushing the sand off of my body. Just going all around, and it's nice and relaxing, and then all of a sudden it just feels like somebody dumps a bucket of sand on top of me from one moment to another. And it's because my dog Rayo jumped up on the table and was standing over me and looking around at the people in the massage area like, oh, what you guys doing? Like, hello. And I turned around and look up at him like, Rayo. And he's just standing there on top of me and has covered me and the table in sand. But they were really sweet about it. So they just laughed and I said, you know, I don't mind a little exfoliation. So what's there to do in Tamarindo? Visitors and residents alike flock to the beach for a very good reason. You will find people walking up and down at all hours of the day and night. Dawn patrol surf sessions, yogis and power walkers, middle of the day sun worshippers and evening strollers, horseback tours and happy dogs give the beach a super active vibe. And the waves are great for all levels. Many people come here to take part in the surf. There are schools and board rentals, so come give it a try or improve your skills. Stand-up paddleboards and kayaks are also widely available for rent, and people like to go out and around the little island sandclot in the bay.
Yes.
Tamarindo gets its name from the tamarindo tree. These trees are numerous along the beaches, and when they drop their seeds, there's a tasty treat inside. It's a bit sweet, sour. You can find it in lots of candies, and if you go to a local soda, you can get a tamarindo juice as well. The boat tours are really fun if you love to be out on the water as much as possible like I do. I've done both kinds, the catamaran and the sailboat. Heido and I went a couple years ago and really enjoyed the food and drinks plus the bean bags on deck. They take you around the bluff to a beach where snorkeling and beach activities abound. Most have unlimited cocktails and serve food. You can choose from the morning tour or the sunset tour. When you've had enough sun, there are a couple ways to get out of the rays. The most relaxing option is to plop down on a massage table in the shade and get a beach massage. You can also take a scuba diving tour. From certification courses all the way to deep dives, there are several centers in Tamarindo offering scuba for all levels. Or hop in a covered panga and take a tour up the mangroves and into La Baula National Park. Kick into vacation mode on a lounger under an umbrella and order a cocktail at one of the many beach bars. There are many restaurants and beach clubs where you can sit with your toes in the sand and enjoy everything from a morning gallo pinto to a sundowner margarita. Watch the skillful boat drivers as they load and unload people from the boat tours. Pull up a bar stool and sip some craft beers at one of the many local breweries. Or rent a golf cart and cruise the town. Pop over to Playa Langosta or out to the Auto Mercado. Okay, so let's dive a little deeper into the area for those that may be considering a move here. Tamarindo still has some very faint remnants of its not so long ago humble fishing village roots. But it grew and it stretched and it suffered, but then it prospered. From barely being large enough to be considered its own town back in the late 90s to today where it is the largest beach town in Guanacaste province. But don't let that turn you off, and here's why. The area that is now considered Tamarindo stretches for miles, all the way from the original pueblo of Villarreal to the beach. What used to be small country houses in between the two is now one long stretch of houses, commerce, parks, churches, and services all included in the same town. But the area we will focus on is walkable, central, charming, and that's the area directly near the beach and a few blocks back. If you look at a map, it's basically from the Auto Mercado and then going south before you reach the town of Playa Langosta. We'll just get this out of the way. Tamarindo has some haters. I used to live here back in 2008, and when I visit now, I can tell you firsthand it's a really different place. I loved it back then because of the great community I found myself a part of, but it did have its problems. Although the town had some growing pains, it really has blossomed into a bit of the best of both worlds. Amenities and authenticity, bars and beaches, nightlife and nature. Located in the northwest of Costa Rica, Guanacaste is a province with a dry tropical climate and temperatures in the 80s and 90s all year, with the slight exception of the papagayo winds, which can bring it into the chilly high 70s. The rainy season is a bit greener, and the dry season can get bone dry. Driving along the scenery outside of town, it can be easy to convince someone they were looking at the African Sahara instead of a tropical, jungly coast. What's really great about it is that you can hop in the ocean all year long and the water is super pleasant. I know a lot of people have the dream to move to Costa Rica, and Tamarindo is a great place to start. There are award-winning international schools, a good infrastructure of police, medical clinics, pharmacies, and necessities like post offices, mechanics, and gas stations. The proximity to the international airport is a major plus. Also located in Liberia are large hardware stores much like the Home Depot, a bulk membership store called Price Mart, which is related to Costco, major municipality offices, and other general necessities. The Auto Mercado supermarket in Tamarindo is a huge perk for expats and carries many imported items such as apple cider vinegar, tahini and hummus, English muffins, and other little things that you might be missing from home. But the community of Tamarindo is the number one reason that this is a great place to start. There are so many people here from all over the world and so many ways to get out and get to know each other. There is a calendar of activities for locals, a super friendly sunset vibe, and Tamarindo is considered to be a very safe place in general. There's so much to do, see, eat, drink in Tamarindo. You could spend weeks and weeks or years and years probably never trying them all, as new things are always popping up. We hope you've enjoyed this episode. Leave us any questions or comments down below. We're happy to respond and help. We love making these videos. We hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. As we hit the road, we're heading up to Brasilito, and we'll be checking out Conchal, Flamingo, and finally Las Catalinas. These episodes are thanks to you. If you have a chance, check out our Patreon page. You could just buy us a coffee, or you could sign up for a monthly membership. Check out our merchandise over on salttravelco.com. The very easiest way to support us is to smash the like button, hit the subscribe. It's free. Happy travels.
Hello world, wake me up to another good